Howdy, howdy. Cody here. Welcome to the channel. This is Creation Outdoors. Today we are working on the new Mathews LIFT. So if you pay attention to the channel, you know that recently I made a video all about this bow and my decision to upgrade to this bow. And today what we're going to do is we are going to install the Mathews LowPro Detachable Quiver. Now, there's no instructions that I could find, and as it's a new bow, everything's a little bit different, so I'm going to quick install the quiver, do a little bit of review, and just talk through why I chose this quiver. So, of course, quiver is in earth. That's the color of the new bow. All matchy-matchy. First time in my life I ever got a new bow that's all matchy like this. And as you can see, open the box, we have the quiver, which is largely just a carbon rod and some plastic. So that's the main piece. It's got a nice foam insert. And we have a bag of components. So here's the bag of components. There's just two parts to this that actually mount on your riser, and they are different. So we'll put that down for a minute. We've got these two parts. So we've got this one here. Maybe we can focus. There we go. And this one here. So it's nice to have an understanding of how the quiver goes on the bow, because without that, it's difficult to discern which mounting bracket is going to go where. So if we imagine the bow's going to sit here, we've got these small circles top and bottom, or a small circle on the top and the lever on the bottom, and it's going to sit about like so. And the way that this comes on and off the bow is the bottom opens up and pivots like such, and then the top lifts out. So when we think about how those brackets are going to go on, we're going to want the top one facing up and that bottom one going horizontal so we can slide it in and out. Now, these are largely designed to fit just one way, but there's a little bit of a machined knob on there to help with that. But we're going to mount on the riser right in this triangle component here. So there's one triangle component there and one there that you can see. So I have this component that's open just on one end, and we're gonna put that on the top. And now, as I mentioned, it can kind of fit and swivel a few different directions, but largely it's gonna wanna sit in just one way, about like such. Okay, so that top kind of pointing up and heading slightly canted back towards the cams of the bow. So that's how that one's gonna go. And our other one is gonna sit in this other triangle piece, and it's gonna pop right in about like so. And so now we have that one going horizontal. All right. So the other components in the bag are just two set screws and a little beveled washer. So this, we have to snake through the riser and into the back of our mounting bracket. So we'll put this in the triangle, about like so. This is going to be the most challenging part. Snaking that through and then tightening with our Allen wrench. There we go. There. Top one's nice and snug. Now for the bottom. And as I mentioned, they're machined so that, again, they can kind of only fit one way. You could mess it up, but if we think about how the quiver is supposed to work, it's really only going to fit one way. So we're going to put this one in that bottom little triangle part of the riser. So it's seated in there correctly. Now, bolt and that beveled washer. Go. So we have them mounted. Top bracket there, just canted back a little bit. Bottom bracket there, nice and horizontal. So with the quiver, the top component, we have this little, it's almost like a Versa button that you might see on climbing sticks or a tree stand or something. So we're gonna slide that into that groove, which is nice, and now you can see this freely pivots back and forth. In the bottom, we have this little clamp. So we're gonna open that up. We're gonna slide it in, nice and tug, and it actually seats it, so it stops. It has like a zero stop. It can't go any farther forward. And then we're gonna clamp that over. It's nice and tight because it's brand new. There. And now our quiver is on the bow. And as you can see, so it is low profile. There's a little bit of freedom here between the limb and the top of the quiver. It sits there pretty nice and balanced. And it's a 5-arrow quiver, which I like. And I like a detachable quiver. I shoot a lot of tack events. I take my quiver off in the tree stand when I'm hunting. And so there's a multitude of reasons why I chose this one. Some people don't necessarily like the price, which I understand, but I figured if I was gonna get a fully set up bow for the first time in my life, I'm gonna just do it. And ultimately you're paying for the technology and how this integrates into the riser. So super lightweight, and that's the point, right? You buy this bow because it's sub 4 pounds, and it's a lightweight detachable quiver and works well with the bow that you bought. So I like it, and I think it's gonna suit me really well. So to take it off, we just pop this little bracket, which you can do pretty quietly, as you can see, pivot it back and lift it up and out. Piece of cake. So that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. The other thing that I like about it that it's nice for some quivers is that this back arrow is going to come out the back. So rather than trying to peel one off of the side, having this last arrow out the back is handy for having a quick secondary shot if you need it, and it's nice and convenient if that's going to be the primary arrow that you're going to use regardless. I also want to do a quick comparison. So this is my old bow, Bowtech Realm SS, and on this I had a tight spot quiver. So as you can see, it's got kind of tube carbon rods, similar layout in terms of how the arrows are going to be, but it has this lever system which you open up to release, and it slides off just one mounting bracket on the side there. Now, it's treated me well, I like it. However, after 3 or 4 years of use, this lever, you have to really make sure to get that down, just because it's getting maybe a little bit wore out, but it suited me well. And as you can see, it also sticks away from the bow a little bit more than what the new tight spot quiver does. So there's the new Mathews LowPro quiver. There is the tight spot on my old bow. And again, that's the beauty of Mathews, is all of the technology going into the riser is meant to integrate really well with all of the accessories, and just the mounting is seamless. So that's the quiver that we're going to be using. Pretty lightweight. easy to install. You just got to make sure that those brackets are oriented correctly and not too much to it. So that's that for this video. Quick, simple archery video. It's fun to tinker around on bows. We're registered for a couple TAC events, so we're looking forward to that in the summer. And of course, as always, looking forward to hunts in the fall too. So I'm gonna do a couple more videos with this bow. We're gonna get to the range, practicing, and looking forward to the rest of the year. The weather's been beautiful, and it's nice to be able to get out and shoot. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and I will respond. And other than that, we'll see you on the next one.